Hello and welcome, welcome one, welcome all. Welcome to our live stream in the context of Hurricane Melissa, which it remains a Category 5 hurricane and is expected to make landfall in Jamaica. I can see Marie there in the chat. Welcome one, welcome all. Let me know if you're hearing me loud and clear there in the chat. And we want to just hear from you first. What is happening in your communities? What is happening where you are? If you're overseas, what's the last update that you have received from family members? All right, so come on in, come on in. We want to hear from you. And again, we are also taking notes in the context of what is happening across Jamaica land we love. So, in the event you're not hearing from friends and family members, we can share with you what we have on this side. All right, please remember to hit the like button, hit the share button. That is definitely important. All right, thanks, Marie, for letting me know that you're hearing me loud and clear. And we hope that our system here will just keep up and we're able to share with you as best as we can. All right, so I shared the latest update from the Hurricane Center earlier. So if you have been in the WhatsApp group, you would have received, these updates from time to time. And so, really, nothing has changed in the context of the projected trajectory for Melissa. All right. And so, Melissa is expected to make landfall in Jamaica. And so it still is a Category 5 hurricane. And so that is definitely significant in the context of the likely devastating impact that this system can have for Jamaica. So if you're here and you're in the chat, please let me know where you're tuned in from and what is happening in your area. We're also going to open the WhatsApp line. So I am just checking here in the chat. All right. And I can see that it's the number is increasing, so we're just waiting for you guys to come on in so that we can continue with our conversations here. Welcome one, welcome all. And Marie, not hearing from family in Clarendon, so Goshen and Mobe in the Granville area. So it could be a situation where power is out, but we're going to do some checks in that context as well to let some places that are without power. On this side, I haven't heard from family members in parts of Manchester, parts of St. Elizabeth, and so we are just hoping for the best, fingers crossed. But from the last updates that we have received, I guess yesterday, before we lost connection or contact in that sense, it was windy, raining heavily. So I suspect that those conditions perhaps, have affected, those contexts. And so again, we are just here and open for the best in the context of the outcome. So come on in, guys. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button, and let us just continue to grow stronger together. So, what are the key messages for Jamaica from the National Hurricane Center? All right, so pretty much remain sheltered. Catastrophic flash flooding, landslides, and destructive winds will continue through today. causing widespread infrastructural damage, power and communication outages, and isolated communities. All right. And let me just read. And they say total infrastructural failure is possible near the part of Melissa's center. Along the southern coast, life threatening storm surge and damaging waves are expected through the day. Failure to act may result in serious injury or loss of life. All right, we don't want these things to happen. So let me just read the key message for Jamaica. And this was issued at, 4 a.m. Jamaica time. So you would have received that advisory, the latest update for us. And so it states Jamaica, remain sheltered. Catastrophic flash flooding, landslides, and destructive winds will continue through today, causing widespread infrastructure damage, power and communication outages, and isolated communities. Total infrastructural failure is possible near the part of Melissa's center. Along the southern coast, life-threatening storm surge and damaging waves are expected through the day. Failure to act may result in serious injury or loss of life. All right, so that's a context there. I am also checking for updates to see what I can share with you on screen as well. So, yes, guys, we are doing our best on this side to ensure that you are covered in the context of the updates that are available. Again, a hurricane warning remains in effect for Jamaica as conditions continue to deteriorate ahead of the hurricane, or let's say the projected or expected landfall in Jamaica. So yes, guys, it's a lot. And again, we just want to know what is happening in your area. So we're here and we're trying our best to provide you with the latest updates as they come in. I know that a significant section of the island, as reported by JPS, all right, was without power. And so, we are just trying our best to stay on top of things where these situations are concerned. And I know that they were responding to some of these outages. All right. And so we hope that, this will be restored. But as the conditions deteriorate, one can only expect that, this will happen, all right? But I know how it feels not hearing from friends and family members, right? And you're just waiting and wondering. It's not a good feeling. So I totally get that. But let us just continue to hold the faith. And so once you have any information, just let us know on this side so that we can take note of that to just share that with the community here. All right, so again, welcome one, welcome all. I'm not seeing any new comments in the chat. Let me know where you're tuned in from, and also let us know what is happening in your community. All right, again, welcome, welcome. I'm trying to see if I can find the current list of, outages, and I am just trying to get that information, and maybe it's there, maybe it's not, but I am just checking in for that information. So just give me a moment. Welcome one, welcome all. All right, Eco, welcome, welcome. Happy to have you here. So I am just going to see if we can get that information, I believe we should be able to do that. I I am just checking here. All right, let's just try. I'm going to see if it is better here on a device. So just continue to be patient with us on this side. So we're trying our best to ensure that you are informed. So we're just seeing here if this system will work. I am I am finding a map here, but I am not seeing a key. But I'll just show it to you guys. So perhaps, we will be able to work on this one together. So let me just see if I can get this on screen for you guys. But it's really, I don't know, I'm not reading this pretty well, but I'll just try to show it to you, this map on screen here. Let's see if we can get that up on screen. So we're going to just try to switch our screen here. So just give me a moment. Let us see if this works. So we're just trying things, guys. All right, so this is what we have, but I don't know how to navigate this context here. So this is the map, all right, in the context of outages. But I honestly, I can't, there isn't any key that I am seeing here. All right, so that's the situation in this context. So I don't know, JPS, report to the front of the class. And yeah, so if I were to go, let's say, knock Patrick, I am not really seeing, yeah, I am not really seeing anything here that is suggesting, but we'll continue to check to see where we can find some information. All right, so we'll definitely keep you posted where that is concerned. Carlene, welcome, welcome, and good morning to you too. So what I am going to do in the meantime, while we're trying to navigate all these different contexts, but I am just checking as well. Let me just find another way for JPS here. All right, so we're just checking here to see. I'm still here, guys. And because people were spreading rumors, they are from before all of this thing started happening. So that too. So I know within the last few hours, like late last evening, they said they were responding to some outages. So I am that is not quite clear, all right, just yet where these outages are, but we'll continue to check to let you know what's the situation in these contexts. All right. So thanks for your patience and thanks for sticking and staying with us. All right, so what I am going to do, I am going to turn on put the WhatsApp line in the chat so that people can call in and you can share. We're also, just keeping updated as to what is happening. So if there is anything that we need to bring you live as well, we will do that. So I'm just going to put the WhatsApp number in the chat, and it's the same number if you know it. All right. And so I'm just pinning that at the top of the chat there. Once you come over, guys, hit the like button, share so that other people know that we're here and they can come on over and be a part of this conversation. So at some points, we may not be able to have the system up as though we can go on different screens, but just understand that that might just be the situation within the moment. So we will try to see, but we will be connecting with you by some means, whether over WhatsApp there, YouTube, and sometimes, as I share in the YouTube context, we may not always have the screen. All right. So Eco is sharing that electricity in Portmore is on and off. All right. All right. And but that's a wide area. All right. Thanks for sharing there in that context. So we are monitoring update, and I suspect too that we will be getting some updates very soon in the context of what is going on. So we are here and we will be monitoring, we will continue to monitor these updates to ensure that you are given the latest information. And guys, it is unfortunate that we are starting to feel the effects or some of the negative impacts. We were informed that 3 people lost their life. And so, again, we want to ensure that we are keeping safe. That is definitely, definitely important, all right, for us to do. So we're waiting for the government officials to, share some updates. So again, we have been, ahead in the context of sharing for these, I guess yesterday morning, same here this morning. So we're waiting for them to come and share so that we can, just be here and just here together. So as if you're just tuning in, conditions are deteriorating across Jamaica as the dangerous Category 5 Hurricane Melissa slowly approaches the island. Heavy rainfall and tropical storm conditions have spread across the country. All right. And as I shared earlier, the National Hurricane Center continues to share that catastrophic winds, flash flooding, and storm surge are expected on the island today. Mats Morgan, welcome, welcome. All right. Eco is saying it has nothing to do with the hurricane, but that's what they were saying, that it was regarding some preparation. So that's what we were informed, and I'll perhaps try to bring that information up in a little bit as soon as I can access that. That's what we were informed. That's the information that we got. So you could be right and we could be wrong, but that's what came, I believe, from the Ministry of Health. Yeah, I believe that's what we got there. All right. So again, it is still expected, sorry, to make landfall in Jamaica. So that is significant. And again, we want to ensure that we're keeping safe. That is definitely important. The WhatsApp line, all right, is open. Give us a call. Let us know what is happening. We're also doing our checks here to keep you posted. And guys, now is the time to share. All right. And so that is definitely important. So, yes, I don't know the circumstances there, Eco, but the preparations would be relating to the hurricane. So, and the effects, that's just my understanding. All right. So the impact of it is not yet there really, really in Jamaica, but Jamaica is still experiencing some negative effects as a result of this system, however far it may be. All right, so Max Morgan, thanks for sharing. Extreme winds and spraying rain in Mandeville, Manchester. Spraying. Let me know a little bit more about that, Max Morgan. All right, thanks for sharing. So yes, guys, send in the updates. Let us know what is happening in your area so that we can continue to be informed. All right, so that is definitely important in the context of, how we are connecting with our friends and family members. That is definitely significant as well. So I am just checking in the chat, nothing new just yet. All right, again, welcome, welcome. So we're here and we are keeping updated as to what is happening in the country. And again, we are also tuned in to the National Hurricane Center because that is also significant in the context of the information that we are receiving as well. So just to let you know that, nothing has really changed in the context of, Hurricane Melissa. All right, it is still a category 5 hurricane and still expected to make landfall in Jamaica. We're just hoping that this system, all right, will we're just hoping that this system will just shift since it's moving so slowly. Like, just take some time to just go somewhere, just make a U-turn back to sender. That would definitely be something that we would really, really, really appreciate. It's really hard to think about the likely impact of a system based on what is being shared by the experts in that area, in the context of, we have never really had this kind of situation before. And so when they say it is going to be significant, they are saying it's going to be really, really significant. Eco, Okay, thanks for sharing there in the chat. And let me just see what is happening over here on this side. All right, so we're getting some updates over here on WhatsApp. All right, East Kingston. All right, we're being told pouring rain, so non-stop rain in East Kingston. Lots of heavy breeze. All right, so if you could let us know where in East Kingston is this, like the, I don't know, Port Royal, probably perhaps not Port Royal, but I guess East Kingston, is that like Arborview area? Let us know. That would be good as well. Thanks for sharing. And I'm looking in the chat. And that's the thing, Eco. It's, yeah, it's hard to process. It's really hard to process, and guys, just fingers crossed in the context of, what is happening, and what I know some of us, as myself here, we're open to hear from, friends and family members, and we're hoping that everyone is safe. Dunkirk, all right, so off Windward Road, thanks for sharing. All right, so it's pouring, it's raining heavily in that area, lots of heavy breeze. All right, so Dunkirk off Windward Road. All right. So again, guys, you want to ensure that you are staying inside. That is definitely important. All right. And your safety, prioritize that. Prioritize your safety, because, we do not want any unfortunate things happening. That is definitely important. For the people who remain in areas where the officials have come and asked you and beg you to leave, I'm not sure why you're doing that. And again, we are emphasizing the need for us to, I understand. Let me not say I don't know. I understand that some of us, we have worked so hard, and we're worried about our property and all of that. But I say to you, if you're listening right now, I say to you, prioritize safety. Where there is life, there is hope. All right, we will bounce back. It may take us time, but we will bounce back. So the latest that I got in that context was that yesterday in Alligator Pond, a bus went for, people, residents there, and the uptake was really low. And so I don't know. And remember, that community is listed as one of those, at risk, high risk communities, all right, in the context of flooding. And we want to just prioritize, life, life, we just get one shot at life, really, sometimes. And yes, Eco, indeed, we can replace those things, but I don't know, if you don't have life, like, how is it you're going to have access to your property and all of that? So please, people, if you're hearing me, please, 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 please prioritize your safety. I don't know if there's anyone from Tech Gaming. Are you here? Let me know in the chat. So I know that, there are some areas too in Clarendon and Osborne Store Toll Gate, Four Paws, those areas are really flood prone areas. So you guys need to be on high alert. So people in Tollgate and all those places, Swansea, Osborne Store, I would want to think that you're trying to at least get out to go somewhere that is going to be safe. All right. And, I know that in some areas in Clarendon, Southwest, the last time I checked, heavy rain and it was very windy. All right. And that's it, Eco. And as I said yesterday, if you play stupid games, you will reap stupid rewards. And so we just need to ensure that we are keeping safe. That is definitely important. So, guys, as you're here, let us know the updates that you have. So, Manchester, well, let's say Mandeville, lots of winds. They're raining. All right, we were told about Dunkirk in off Windward Road. So there it is windy, all right, and also raining heavily. All right, so keep those updates coming in, and let us know, what is happening in your area. All right. Again, welcome. And I know a lot of us we don't want to be in this kind of space, but we are here as best as we can to just let you have this space so that we can have a sense of what is happening. We're also on standby for updates that will come, and we are here just ready and waiting for the official updates or updates from, the officials in this context. So just continue to bear with us and just know that we are doing the best we can with the limited resources that we have to ensure that you are being updated. Marcia, welcome. Saint Anne, we're in Saint Anne. I think Saint Anne. Let me just double check to let you know what I had for Saint Anne. The last update that we have for Saint Anne, I'm just checking here. At that point it wasn't so significant, but that has been a few hours now, so we'll definitely keep checking on that for you for sure. All right, so guys, is there anyone from St. Anne? All right, Silver Star Liner, welcome. All right, I am not too sure in the context of Waltham New Testament shelter there, but we can do some checks, or if there is anyone here knowing about that. But thank you so much for the prayers. Definitely need them. Salem in Saint Anne. We heard about that earlier, but let me just double check the information that I have here. I think at that point there wasn't anything significant there. All right, so we'll definitely keep you posted on that. All right, so again, welcome one, welcome all. So we're just also taking notes. So just see with us. All right, and Brownstone St. Anne. Is there anyone from Brownstone? So we're just doing some checks. Please let us know. Marine, welcome. I'm not sure, Marine, but all right. So Eco is saying that your sister shared that she's in Greater Portmore and there is no reason to evacuate because the drainage is good over there. At 3:45 a.m., she said that the wind has picked up and Okay, and also the rain. All right, thanks for sharing that. Well, if they have to move equally, just let them know that, they they just need to move. All right. So far, thanks for that update there from Greater Portmore. All right, so it's windy there and it's raining. All right, so keep those updates coming in. All right, so that we can continue to, document these things. All right, thank you so much for sharing. And as soon as we get, some additional updates, we'll definitely share. So let us know what is happening. Okay, Eco. I understand. I understand. All right, so let us know what is happening, and we are also monitoring things. So once the updates are coming in, we will definitely keep you posted. If you're just tuning in, the last advisory from the National Hurricane Center for Jamaica reads: remain sheltered. Catastrophic flash flooding, landslides, and destructive winds will continue through today, causing widespread infrastructure damage, power and communication outages, and isolated communities. Total structural failure is possible near the part of Melissa's center. Along the south, along the southern coast, life-threatening storm center. Let's do that again. Along the southern coast, life-threatening storm surge and damaging waves are expected through the day. Failure to act may result in serious injury or loss of life. All right, so guys, we want to ensure that we're keeping safe. That is definitely important. Okay, Iko, I get you. All right, so that for sure is significant. So guys, you have to if you haven't taken anything seriously, you have to take this one seriously. And as we have been sharing, it's better to be prepared. All right, better to be safe than sorry. That is definitely important. All right, so continue to keep safe, and if you're able to check on friends and family members, please do that. We're here to just checking in with you guys for updates. So kindly let us know what is happening. I recognize that we're over 80 here. So come on, people, just share what you know in the chat. That would be definitely help us. The WhatsApp number is also pinned at the top of the chat. So if you can give us a call, that too helps. Or if you can share over on WhatsApp, just let us know as we continue to share this information. All right, with each other. Fantasia, welcome. Arborview, Kingston, lots of rain and breeze here. Oh my God. Oh my God. So we hope that, your child's dad will be okay. All right. We're sending up some prayers for your child's dad. All right. So thanks for sharing. Keep the faith, Fantasia, and hopefully, he'll be fine. All right. So thanks for that update. So in Arborview, lots of rain and breeze. All right. So we're going to take a note of that. So thanks for sharing, and guys, just keep the updates coming in. All right, so that we can, have that to share with you guys. And also, if you're in an area without electricity, let us know, or if you know of areas without, please let us know as well. You're welcome, Fantasia. All right, so welcome one. We're here and we're also waiting, for the updates from the officials. What about people? Silver, I am not too sure in that context about people who will have illnesses. And I suspect, you're going to do everything to ensure that you're keeping safe. So your medication, for example, and all of that is going to you want to take those things with you, all right? But you want to ensure that you're safe because that is going to be definitely important in these contexts. Lovey, welcome, and definitely. All right, so we're checking for updates as we continue here. So I am doing my checks on this side. So just give me a moment here. So I'm still here, guys. So I'm just checking for updates. And indeed, Marie, thanks for sharing. So definitely here, guys. But so far, nothing new. All right, nothing new, and we're waiting for some updates from the Met Office of Jamaica. I mean, we are tuned into the National Hurricane Center, so we have those updates coming in, so that's fine. But we're expecting that we will get some communication very soon from the officials in Jamaica. All right, so at this point too, we want to hear from you. So there were some updates yesterday, and I'm not sure if those will be of great importance. We really want to hear from them today. So that's why I'm not really sharing some of that with you because perhaps you are aware, and so we're just waiting to see what will happen. In the context of the updates from the National Hurricane Center, their next advisory, just give me a moment here, I'll let you know. Their next advisory will be at 8 a.m. EDT. So I believe that's about 7 a.m. Jamaica time. We have been trying to convert the time there. So let me just double check that to make sure. So the current EDT time is 6:34. All right. So yes, so it's going to be at about 7 Jamaica time. All right, so we'll try our best to see if we can wait for that update to come And perhaps that's, I don't know if that's what they're waiting for, but again, we're here keeping you posted in the context of what is happening. And, we want to hear from you. So if you're just tuning in, based on the updates that we have so far in the context of, what is happening, Mandeville, so heavy rain and winds there. Dunkirk, so off Windward Road, heavy rain and wind. All right, Greater Portmore, so windy and it's raining there. Arborview, lots of rain and breeze. We want to hear about St. Anne. Is there anyone from St. Anne Salem, the Montego Bay area? Let us know what's going on, or wherever you're tuned in from. So, whatever parish you're tuned in from, let us know what is happening. All right, that would definitely help us on this side to ensure that we are keeping people updated in the context of what is happening across Jamaica. And so, if you have family members in these areas, you can get a sense of what is going on. Northern Clarendon, I wanted to check in, as well as North. So, Northern Manchester, check in as well. We have an understanding of what's so South Manchester, rain and wind. Um, there are some connectivity issues there in the context of, I guess, service. And so we're not able to connect with some people there. But, we're getting some updates in the context of, what's happening there based on our last contact. All right. So again, we want to hear from Northern Manchester. We kind of get a sense of what's happening in South Central. So if you're in, Christiana and those areas, let us know what is going on. All right, there. Again, welcome one, welcome all. I am happy to have you here. Not the circumstance that we would want in the context of these connections, but we are also here trying to emphasize the importance of you, all right, prioritizing your safety. Safety is definitely important. And again, you want to ensure that you are doing what you need to do to ensure that you remain safe. All right. So again, welcome one, welcome all. And I get what you're asking there, Silva. But in the event that they do not have their puffers and they require that, I suspect that they will be taking them to the hospital. I don't think the shelters are so equipped to have that on site. Ideally, we would want that. But you also have to think about, resources. All right. So I totally get that. All right, but we have to think about, the resources as well. All right, so again, welcome one, welcome all. We're so happy to have you guys here with us. Again, not necessarily the circumstance under which we would like to be here, but we're here. All right, we're here, and we want to just continue to be safe as best as we can. All right, that is definitely important. That is definitely important. All right, so I am going to see if I have this here, and apparently it is some chats from halfway tree. So I am going to see how best I can share this with you guys. I don't know, so we're going to figure this part out together and then see how best we can share. All right, so just give me a moment here while I try to just figure this screen out. And hopefully you're still hearing me in the chat there. So this is what we're getting at this point, as you know, some views here from halfway tree we're being told. So just so that you can get a sense of what is happening there. So that's the context there on screen. All right, so again, welcome one, welcome all. We're definitely here and checking for updates as they come to just share with you as best as we can on this side. All right, so we're doing our best in the context of keeping you posted. All right, so again, we should get some updates soon, and once we get this update, we will definitely share with you. Still very sane. Electricity is off at the Waltham New Testament Church shelter. I don't know about that, and I do not have any contacts there, Silver. And as I share based on my experience, doctors are not usually in shelters, not that I am aware of. But if you guys have had that experience where you have doctors in shelters, you in Jamaica, you can let me know. I don't know about that. All right. Given this context, all right. So welcome one, welcome all. We're still here and we're checking for updates as they come along. So you're saying this is not in Jamaica? Oh, as in with the doctors in shelters. I suspect that's what you're saying there, Eco. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Not that I am aware of. Yeah, not that I am aware of. Not that I am aware of, but I don't know. So again, I am always open to learning, all right? So we're doing some checks here as well. Some more checks just to keep you posted as to what is happening. All right, so it is that kind of situation where we have to be patient too in the context of what is coming out of Jamaica, because some places where we want the information, it takes time because connectivity issues and all of that. All right, so if you're just tuning in, conditions are worsening across Jamaica as the powerful Category 5 hurricane, so Hurricane Melissa, draws closer to the island, Heavy rain and strong winds are sweeping the island, with the National Hurricane Center warning of catastrophic winds, flash flooding, and storm surge later today. All right, so just so that you are aware if you're just tuning in. So we're just checking for updates. So just give me a moment here. All right, so we have so far what we have shared. We have shared the latest update from the National Hurricane Center. I get you there, Eco. We have shared the latest updates from the National Hurricane Center with you guys. And so we're just waiting here for, updates as they come along. All right. So we're here just waiting for updates. We suspect that at some point we will have some updates from government officials. All right, we know that in parts of St. Andrew it has been raining heavily. All right, and so we're here and we are here to provide you with updates as best as possible and once they're available. Also, let me just quickly share in the chat the link to the WhatsApp channel. So you can follow this channel if you're on WhatsApp. So all you do is just follow the link and just click follow. It just helps in the context, all right, of if you need to just access somewhere for some quick updates. So you will find all the messages that we have shared so far in this group or channel over there on WhatsApp. So in the event that we're not able to come live right away, then you can always check that space for updates. So I just share that in the chat. We want to ensure that you are informed as best as we can of what is happening. And so we want you to have access to information. All right. So if at some point you perhaps you don't have enough battery to come on a live stream, but you just want to check in, you can just check that group, that channel over there on WhatsApp, and you'll get the latest information. So we keep that going there as well. I totally get what you're saying there, Eco. Systems are different and for sure. And yeah, I've never had that experience, but I can't say otherwise because I am not in, shelters like that. I've never heard of it. And so, yeah, I don't know. All right, so if you're still here with us, thanks for being here. All right, so let us know updates. Let us know what's going on. Let us know, let us know, let us know. So we're just here checking for some updates. Let us know what is happening in your area. All right, so again, welcome one, welcome all. We are so happy to have you guys here with us. Not necessarily the conditions, all right, that we are expecting, But for sure, we are here, and we want to provide you with the updates as they come. All right, let us know what is happening, all right, in your area as best as you can. All right, let us know. And we are here again trying to provide you with updates as best as possible. All right, so again, welcome one, welcome all. We will try to do what we can do, all right, in the context. And so I am seeing here just some, I don't know if this is, perhaps it is live. I'm going to try and show you just some different context here if we're able to do that, so that you can get a sense of what is happening in some different areas. All right, so let us just try and get that going. So it is good when we're able to make some of these connections just to get a sense of what is going on. So what you're seeing here, all right, are some images from Halfway Tree, as well as West Parade. All right, so Flatbridge. All right, so just so you get a glimpse there of what is going on. So from time to time, once we're able to just show you some of what is happening here, we will do that as well, just to keep you, you know, updated as to some of the images that are coming out of Jamaica. So that's the beauty of having the screens. But as I shared with you earlier, you know, we may not always be able to do this, but we perhaps sometimes I'll just have to come directly from the phone. But for sure, once we're able to do this, we will definitely do it, because it gives you a better sense of what is going on, and we want to keep you updated as best as we can. All right. So definitely checking in. All right, so I am looking and looking and looking. So just give me a moment here. Welcome, Garmel. Totally get that for sure. All right. And definitely that's the situation. All right, so I am just checking for updates as we continue to, keep you posted as to what is happening. Garmel, do you have any updates out of Jamaica? All right, and that you can share with us. That would be good. And we're here and just checking. So I suspect that perhaps the officials are waiting for the next, update. That may be the case, all right, in given these contexts, but we are here and we have shared that update. The next update, as I shared, will be 8 a.m. EDT, which is about 7 a.m. Jamaica time. So we're getting closer to that point, and so we will be here just to share with you. We'll have situations where we'll have to recharge and, get back, but we'll try our best to keep you posted. And as I shared, not all the times we are going to have the screens going, but we'll do the best that we can with the resources that we have from this side. All right, so If you're just tuning in, let us know what is happening, all right, in the community that you're tuning in from or associated with, all right, based on updates that you have received. That would be fantastic. All right, so again, welcome one, welcome all. Let us just continue to grow stronger together. All right. As we, all right, Grove Place, Litchfield, Manchester, no electricity, strong wind and rain. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing that. And let me just try and skip this. All right, so welcome one, welcome all. Thanks for sharing there, Garmel, and I'm just going to add this information to my list here. All right, so we're just adding that. All right, so again, welcome guys. If you're just tuning in, welcome one, welcome all. So just some images there. All right, from Halfway Tree, Flatbridge, and I believe West Parade there in Montego Bay. All right, St. James. All right, so just so that you can get a sense of, some of what is coming out of Jamaica if you're not there, and we will see how these images look once it is light out or brighter. All right, we will see how that happens, and we'll continue to keep you posted as to what is going on. All right, so again, welcome one, welcome all. If you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, perhaps not the most ideal of circumstances that we would want to be connecting on, but it is what it is. All right, it is what it is. And again, we just have to just do what we need to do in the context of, ensuring that we are okay. All right, that is definitely important. Safety is important. All right. And I am looking in the chat there. Justin, welcome, welcome. Oh, West Parade, Kingston. There's a parade in Moby. Thanks, Eco. That they call parade, like Sam Sharp Square. All right, thanks for that, Eco. Welcome, Justin. Good morning to you. As safe as we can be at this point. All right, Marcia, all the best. And Marcia, where are you tuned in from? Because you said going to work, so um, definitely, and we'll continue to keep safe. All right, Justin. All right, that's what they're saying, and we're still hoping that this thing will just make a turn, make a turn, make a turn. All right, so yes, guys, it is as serious as it can be. Okay, you're in Bahamas, and we're sending up some prize for you guys, because we have been looking at the updates in the context of the possible impact this system can have for the Bahamas as well. So we're keeping you in our prayers as well. All right, Tampa, welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, Dave. All right, thank you so much. Hello, just talk to us.
Morning, Miss Lee. How are you doing?
We're doing as good as we can be. Good morning to you and all the people tuned in from Antigua and Barbuda.
Yes. I just tuned in to say that this person have not make preparation because the full island is gonna get a serious hit, but mostly the western side, maybe like Clarendon and Montego Bay and these sort of place. And the sad news about this, Miss Lee, is one of the powerfulest hurricane in history.
Oh, yes.
Because it's now strengthening, and this is not look pretty. Like I said yesterday, for those who's not based on our geographic location in Antigua, we are accustomed to these kind of things. And trust me, it's not a good look. I'm seeing people on TikTok and Facebook, making fun and joke, but this is not a fun and joke. This is life and death situation, because this is not like any other hurricane. You're talking about Gilbert, which is just only a Cat 3. This is two
5
times stronger than Gilbert. So this is serious business here. As you stated yesterday, person that live way close to mudslide areas and low-lying areas, you're talking about a hurricane, a Category 5, that is just going to sit down in Jamaica for 24 hours, not just an hour or two. Because as you see,
well, we hope that really, really if it is making landfall, then it goes quickly. But because this lady is taking her jolly good time, it could be over Jamaica for a few hours.
Yes, I'm telling you. So we Jamaican have to really prepare for this. I sure me and you, Miss Lee, would like to see, something miracle happen that it just disappear.
Oh yes,
Was
back to sender.
That will not be the case, because, like I said, I wouldn't want a Category 5 for anybody. The last one we faced, it was Irma, and the funny thing about it, our sister island get the whole eye wall, and it was catastrophic. For Barbuda, it take them at least 5 years presently now, and this I'm talking about since this is in 2017. So it take them some while. Is now they're really catching themselves, to some extent. We here in Antigua didn't get the full brunt of it, but we get some of it, and we also get hit from Murray as well, because we're pretty close to Dominica, and it passed right over Dominica, and we still feel the effect. So I'm just saying that a Category 5 is no, playboy. And you see Melissa, she look angry. So I just want the people just to be safe, protect themselves and take this thing really, really serious, because it's going to be one hell of a ride.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
One hell of a ride. But I know the Jamaican people are strong,
and resilient, yeah.
Yes, the recovery. Because like I said, my wife is Jamaican, so she just come. She called a family member, because my wife is from Clarendon.
Oh, where in Clarendon?
Let me ask her. Where in Clarendon she's from? 1 second. Maybe this person Clarendon. Yeah, she's from Lionel.
Oh, so southeast. So that area is perhaps going to get a lot of rain in that context. So I guess she's aware of like Rocky Point, Portland Cottage, Mitchelltown, Lioneltown, going back to Southwest, going back to the Milk River area. Right. So rains, and so based on what I've heard so far, well, coming out of like the Milk River area, which is not too far from there, it's so southwest, heavy rains and winds in those areas. So I suspect it's the same over on the southeast side of Clarendon. But yeah, I hope that you guys have heard from family members and they're doing okay.
Well, yeah, she did. She did reach out to a lot of the family members, and they're preparing themselves and so forth. Um, the only sad thing about this for me, I didn't want to go to Jamaica when Jamaica is being battered by Melissa. I would like to go before Melissa, but it can't happen because, like I said, my wife don't take me to Jamaica yet. But I hopefully, let's see how the New Year's rolled and everything is been. I can't keep saying that everything will be okay, but with this size of hurricane, and because the thing about Jamaica is a big place, but the hurricane swallow up Jamaica like a little that like it would do us, you
Well,
know. So
these
it's a
things are,
mass
yeah.
it's a massive storm. So my Jamaican people love you guys. Be safe, and Miss Lee, I will tune in. If you're back live later on, I will tune in just to see exactly what's going on, and I know you will get the information from your source
Oh yeah, we
and
try.
share with us.
Thanks, and thanks for
All
calling
right,
in, Justin.
no problem.
Right, so yes, guys, safety is definitely important, and let me see there. Garmel is sure that anchovy in St. James, all right, light wind, electricity is still good. All right, no worries, Eco. All right, we'll see you soon. Charles, welcome, and this is on the level of Hurricane Dorian in Bahamas back in 2019. All right, thanks for sharing there. So we're monitoring updates and we're getting closer and closer to the next advisory, all right, or the next update from the National Hurricane Center. That should be available at about 7 Jamaica time. So we want to see, what that will be. If it remains the same, hopefully there is a change for the better. So we are monitoring the system via the updates, and we are still praying and hoping for the best. As you enter, please let us know what is happening in your area, in your community. All right, so I'm just logging now for anchovy in St. James. All right, so that we have some context, all right, as it relates to what is happening. All right, so again, just share with us, guys, and we will continue to keep you posted. So I'm just going to give you what we have so far in the context of updates from this live conversation. So in Mandeville, it is raining heavily and it is very windy there. Dunkirk off Windward Road, so heavy rains and winds. Greater Portmore, so it was windy over there and raining. Arborview, lots of rain and breeze. All right, Grove Place, Litchfield, no electricity, strong winds and rains. Anchovy in St. James, light rain, but the power is on. All right, so continue to share with us, all right, these updates so that we can continue to inform, our community as to what is happening. All right, so just continue to check in and share with us as best as you can. We also, as I shared, have a WhatsApp channel where you can just, it's even if you're in the WhatsApp group or the broadcast group there, it's also good for you to follow that channel. So you can always go there to just check for the update. It's just a place where you can go to check for the update. So there is nothing that we're benefiting from there in that context. But again, we want you to have access to information because that is definitely important. All right, so we are. So the Met service, nothing new based on what we have shared. Extremely dangerous Category 5 Hurricane Melissa, moving slowly toward Jamaica. Hurricane warning remains in effect. All right, so a hurricane warning remains in effect for Jamaica as powerful Hurricane Melissa continues on a trajectory toward the island ahead of landfall. All right, so just for you to just get that understanding there. All right, so again, nothing new in that context. All right, so we're here and we're still praying for the best. All right, so if you're in the chat, please let us know what is happening, all right, based on where you're tuned in from, or the connections that you have in Jamaica. That information will definitely help us here as we continue to use this platform to share with you guys as best as we can. All right, so again, welcome one, welcome all, and we're still here just waiting to see when the next live update will be from the government officials. So nothing yet. I am still checking, checking. So let me just double check here to see, what will happen. All right. So nothing yet. All right. So nothing yet. Nothing yet. All right. Because I suspect that they are monitoring, all right, to really come to provide an update. So we will see what happens for sure. And again, we're here. So we want to hear from you. We're just going to wait for the next update. All right. And then we will perhaps make a decision there as to perhaps just take a break and then come back in that context. But we should get the next update in, let's say, about 48 minutes or so. All right, so we're waiting for that, and we want you to let us know what's going on. I know that some persons are still here with us, but connect and let us know what is happening. That would be fantastic. Jonathan, welcome. Where are you? Could you give us the community, and is it heavy rains and breeze? All right, thanks for sharing there in the chat. So if you're new here, we are going to be here. So we're going to be coming, and sharing with you guys in the context of, this system. So you want to ensure that you hit the subscription button, turn on your post notifications, so tap the bell and select all so that you do not miss any updates. We are also on WhatsApp where we're sharing updates, so you can follow us there as well. All right, or you can send us a WhatsApp message. We'll try our best to add you to the broadcast group, but just understand that we have limited resources in terms of human resources on this side. So, and we have other things that we have to do. So we're just trying our best, all right, as best as we can on this side. All right, let me just take a another look in the chat here. St. Andrew, Kingston, 10. So where is that as a country girl? If you could just tell me some communities, perhaps the Kingstonians, they know. Thanks for sharing. All right. Let me just add here. So we're adding that information to our little database here. Thanks for sharing there, Jonathan. Appreciate it. All right, so keep those updates coming in. All right, the updates definitely help. Let's see if we can have another look. All right, at what is happening. All right, in Jamaica as it gets a little bit bright out. So maybe you will perhaps appreciate these images a little bit better. Let's see if we can get that there. All right, so hopefully you're seeing these images. So we have Flat Bridge there, Halfway Tree, and West Parade. All right, so the downtown Kingston, I guess, area there. So thanks to Eco, because I was just thinking, oh, maybe Mobe. All right, so you can just get a look there of what is happening. All right, so welcome one, welcome all. All right, it's pretty quiet there in the chat. And guys, remember to like and share, all right? That is also important. All right, hit the like button, hit the share button, and also the subscription button. All right, that definitely helps. So you're getting some views again from Halfway Tree. All right, the Flatbridge area and West Parade. All right, so just some views there of what is happening. All right, so we're doing some other checks here for updates to see what is available at this point. So we're waiting for the National Hurricane Center to make their next update. But if you're just tuning in, the key message from the last update, all right, remain sheltered. Catastrophic flash flooding, landslides, and destructive winds will continue through today, causing widespread infrastructural damage, power and communication outages, and isolated communities. Total structural failure is possible near the part of Melissa's center. Along the southern coast, life-threatening storm surge and damaging waves are expected through the day. Failure to act may result in serious injury or loss of life. All right, so just some updates there. All right, as you can see there from the screen. All right, so hopefully these will have these updates, coming in. Again, welcome if you're just tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So just a little shot there of Jamaica land we love. And we're here trying to give you the updates as best as we can once they're available. All right, so we are also waiting for the National Hurricane Center. Their next update comes up in a bit. So we're here and just preparing for that as well. All right, so again, welcome one, welcome all. We're so happy to have you guys here with us as we continue to hope for the best, because definitely we would want this thing to just disappear. All right, so prayers definitely conquer all. All right, so let's continue to pray and hope for the best, and also know too that with Christ in the vessel, we can smile at the storm. So, guys, it is definitely important for you to prioritize your safety. That is critical. All right. If you don't have life, then holding on to property. I don't know how you're going to hold on to property and all these worldly things or material things. You need to ensure that you are safe, you're doing okay. All right. And so this context is significant. I know that, well, it appears, let me just use that word, let me just go back, that some of us are taking this system not too seriously. Let's just take this call. Just
Yes. Yeah, Miss Lee, what about our friend that used to commentate?
Ovi is good. Ovi is good. So yeah, I know. Thanks for asking. Hopefully he'll be able to connect with us later on, but he's good.
Which part of the island he's the west or the eastern side?
So it would be like the south. So south.
Oh, so
Yeah.
oh,
But
okay, 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 okay.
Ovi is good. So connection issues with some family members in the south, but we are hoping and praying for the best. But he's good, so hopefully we can hear from him. And but because of different life happenings too, but he's good.
Right, right.
And I'm gonna tell him that you all need to hear from him.
Yes, yes, yes,
And I
yes,
think
yes. You know,
he's,
we are one.
yeah,
We are one family.
yeah, for sure. Thanks for checking in. Really appreciate that.
Okay, no problem.
All right, thanks there, Justin. Guys, this is the space for all of us, and this is why I love this space. People always checking in, and we're always checking in on our community members as well. All right, so again, appreciate love that. Justin, Ovi, you're wanted. All right, so yes, so yes, guys. So this is the situation. This is the context. Um, and we are hoping and praying for the best. All right, so again, some photos there. So Kingston Harbor, we're getting some views there. All right, and Flatbridge, West Parade, and the transportation center there in Halfway Tree. So just so that you can see what is happening there. All right, and I don't know, here seems as if my chat is not okay. Let me just access the chat from my phone here. Just give me a moment. I'm coming in the chat there just to see what is happening. All right. I am not seeing any new updates in the chat, but if you're here, comment in the chat and let us know what is happening in your area, or just say hi. All right. It's good to just have some company on this side as well. So just comment in the chat and, let us know what is happening. All right. That would be good as well. All right, so we're here circling for updates and we'll continue to share the updates with you as they come in. And I believe at this point everyone is just waiting for the update from the National Hurricane Center because, given the situation that we're facing, for sure, that is going to be significant. So we are here too and waiting for that update, and hopefully that one we get we just become more hopeful. And but based on the last update, all right, it is still a category 5 system and expected to make landfall in Jamaica. All right. All right. So in about 34, 33 minutes or so, we should have the next update. All right. So just to let you know that. So we are waiting for that. But in the meantime, I want to hear from you. What is going on? Let us know. Remember, the more you share, the more information we'll have on this side to share with the WhatsApp community. All right. So again, don't be afraid to share in the chat. If you're new here, this is a safe space where we share and learn from each other. We keep it real and respectful. All right. So we don't bash anyone, we don't belittle anyone. All right, so that is definitely important for us here. All right, we just keep it real and respectful. And we really appreciate you. We appreciate this community because we're able to connect in real time. So I know that, there are other platforms, and as we see media houses, they're coming on. But the difference between us and them is the real life connection. So you're able to call in, we're able to talk to you, we're able to share. So it's not just a one way communication where you're just hearing from them and you're not able to have, dialogue. So here it's creating that space where we can have conversation, where we can have some form of dialogue, where you can ask your question and we try our best to answer. If we don't know, we don't know, but we are very keen on getting the most recent information from the officials. So we're not into the propaganda business. And we ask too that once you share, you're sharing information that is credible because we don't want to instill any unnecessary fear or heighten, anxiety levels that are not necessary, and we want to have this space where we can always communicate. So if something is happening, you can let us know because sometimes people they're just able to just reach out via even WhatsApp and say voices, what's happening here, and we're able to share with them the latest updates. So Rest assured that we're doing our best, and also that your contributions here are very important in the context of what we do. As I shared, we were here for burial, and our platform worked very well in the context of just knowing what is happening and sharing with people. In some situations, we have people from in the diaspora, so abroad, calling and asking about different communities. So once you give us that information, we take note of it, and we have like a timestamp to say around such time. So based on the live conversation that we had, this was the last update that we have on the system. We continue to monitor what is in the space. So once we have these updates too, we share with you the varying context. So we really appreciate you being here, and this is like a partnership. We need you to help us to help, all of us here. All right. So don't feel as if, what you have. So let us know, even if nothing is happening, that you believe is significant, let us know so that we can take note of what's going on. All right. So again, welcome, welcome one, welcome all. We are happy to have you guys here with us, and let us just continue to grow stronger together. So you're seeing some images there from the Kingston Harbor Flat Bridge, halfway tree, and I believe downtown Kingston. All right. So that you can get a sense of what is going on. We will continue to share as best as we can, all right, in the context of, just about what is happening. So we ask that you continue to be patient with us. We don't have the human resources that we would really want to do this job, but we continue to do our best. In the context of sharing with you guys. All right. So, nothing new just yet based on what we know. So, we're still waiting for the officials, the Jamaican officials. So the Prime Minister, the Met Service, and all the other officials to share with us. And I suspect that they're waiting for this update from the National Hurricane Center. All right, so we are also monitoring that. The next update comes in about 28 minutes or so. So we will have that to share with you guys. And if you hear me just not hearing a little bit, it's just that we are, well, I am checking on information just to make sure that, we are not missing out. So it takes a little bit. So just think about a media house, right? And you have people in production, you have people, camera, you have producers, you have all these things. And just think about me just doing all of these different jobs, all right? And so, that part of it, all right? But we're here, and that's okay. All right, so you're seeing a little bit of what is happening there in the context of the sea, the river. All right, so flat bridge there, halfway tree, and downtown. All right. So, guys, do what you can to ensure that you're keeping safe. And also, if you have not yet hit the like button, what are you waiting for? Hit the like button. Easiest ways to support us is by liking, sharing, and subscribing. All right, so hit the like button, guys. We will be here for a bit, and we promise you to, share as best as we can, and we have been delivering so far. And I'm not too sure. So this update is going to be significant. Hopefully, it perhaps gives us a better sense in the context of time if this system continues on track to Jamaica. We want it to go away. All right, but we'll continue to see what happens in the context of these updates. Do not try to cross any flooded area. All right, stay indoor, all right, as best as you can. If you need to go to a shelter, please go. All right, do not wait until the conditions deteriorate. All right, ensure that you do what you need to protect yourselves. All right, that is definitely important. That is so, so important. Let me just hop back into the chat. All right, not seeing any new comments there in the chat. But guys, let us know. Roll call, roll call. I feel like I'm talking to myself. But roll call, roll call. Let me know if you're still here and what is happening. All right, in your area. If you're just tuning in, welcome. A hurricane warning remains in effect for Jamaica, so Melissa is still a Category 5 hurricane. We're waiting for the next update from the National Hurricane Center, and it comes up in about 24 minutes or so. All right, so we're waiting for that update. But based on what we have so far in the context of what is happening across the country. Mandeville, so it's raining heavily there and it's very windy. Dunkirk off Windward Road, so heavy rain and breeze. Greater Portmore, so it's windy and raining there. Arborview, strong rains and breeze. Grove Place, Litchfield, Manchester, no electricity, strong wind, and it's raining heavily there as well. Anchovy, St. James, they are good. The last update they had power and it was raining, so some light rain in that area. St. Andrew, the Kingston 10 area, strong rain and breeze. All right, so we continue to monitor the updates and we ask that you share what is going on. All right, Zaim, welcome. Zaim, where are you again? All right, defense can go and ensure that you remain safe though. All right, that is important. All right, so again, this is definitely significant. Please do not take it lightly. It's better to be safe than sorry. All right, and it's important. I cannot overemphasize the need for us to be safe and to remain safe. All right, that is definitely, definitely important. So, we're still here checking for updates. All right, and as you can see there, outer sea, they look rough. All right, so you're just seeing some shots there from Harbor View, Flatbridge, Halfway Tree, and I guess downtown. All right, so again, welcome one, welcome all. Not necessarily the situation in which we want to be. Kingston 19. Come on, you town people. We're named Kingston 19, Zaim. Just as a country girl, if you don't mind, you can let me know. And what's the weather like? Is it raining there? The wind, let me know as well. All right, so again, we're here and we're just, you know, waiting for the National Hurricane Center to share with us. You're seeing some views there from some from various places. So Arbor View, well, Kingston Arbor, Flatbridge, Halfway Tree, and Downtown. All right, and again, we here on this side, we continue to monitor the updates as they come along. We are waiting to get another update from the National Hurricane Center. All right, so you're not missing out on any updates so far from the officials in Jamaica or from the National Hurricane Center. So we have been able so far to share most of these updates in real time, all right? And so that is important for us here as well. And we continue to do our best in sharing these updates. So we also have a WhatsApp channel. It's just really an area where you can go over to WhatsApp and see all the updates that we have shared. It was suggested to us because what happens is that when we put you in the group, the information that was shared before, you're not able to access that. So with this channel or group, over on WhatsApp, once you're there, you're able to see the, I think, information for at least 30 days. So that is good. That is good because we just did that yesterday. All right, so we take suggestions as well because we don't know everything. All right, so we're also learning as we go along as well. So I am perhaps going to put back that link in the chat. So if you want to be a part of the channel, you can do that. You can also send us a message on WhatsApp. But guys, given the number of things that we're doing on this side, I might not be able to add you right away to the group. So the best thing to do is to just follow us. All right. While we're, while we get the time to just add you to the group. All right. So Price Smart. So Price Smart. Price Smart don't have any name. The community don't have any name. Talk to me, Nazaim. All right. It's just okay. Let me just go here. This morning is just slow for the information coming out of Jamaica, honestly, because yesterday we broke, like, we were the first one to kind of talk about this hurricane getting to category 5 because we're on point. We have alarms set and all these things. And I remember, I think Tech Game was saying, they need to go get some rest, man. And yes, I did get some. Um, I don't know if I've had enough, but we're still here and just trying to do our best on this side. So we're just checking to see what is happening. All right. So again, welcome one, welcome all. Let us just continue to grow stronger together. All right. So share. And again, you're not missing any new updates. All right. So just to let you know, you're not missing out. We have the latest update that we have shared with you in the context of this hurricane. All right. And we are keeping you posted as best as we can. All right. So who is still here with me in the chat? Let me know. Let me know. All right. I am wondering if we can go to some music. Let's see if this works. I have no idea if it is going to work, but let's see. And just for me to take a little wellness break. All right, so let's see if this works. Hello, hello, and welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome one, welcome all. All right, so I had to take a little break there. All right, a little wellness break. And as you know, Ovi is not on at this time, so that's just the situation. So if you're just tuning in, let us know what is happening, all right, in your area, in your community. We're just a few minutes away, about 7 or so minutes away from the next update. Marie, thanks for being here. Maz, welcome. All right, from the next update. And so we want to be here for that. Let me just see what is going on here. And let us see if we can share back the screen with you so you can see some of these images. There we go. All right. So as you can see there, Kingston Harbor, Flat Bridge, Halfway Tree, and I believe downtown Kingston. So that's the view there at this point. All right, so we're waiting for the update from the National Hurricane Center, and then we will take it from there. We're also waiting to hear from the officials in Jamaica, but I am not seeing any updates just yet regarding them. All right, so the advisory is out from the National Hurricane Center. All right, so the eye of extremely dangerous Category 5 Melissa approaching western Jamaica. Catastrophic winds, flash flooding, and storm surge expected on the island today. All right, so that is clear in that context. So let me just see here. All right, so there are no real significant changes. All right, so at 8 a.m., all right, EDT, which is 7 a.m. Jamaica time, the eye of Hurricane Melissa was located near latitude 17.5 north, longitude 78.1 west. Melissa is moving toward the north northeast near 7 miles per hour or 11 kilometers per hour. A turn toward the northeast with an increase in forward speed is expected later today, followed by a faster northeastward motion on Wednesday. All right, so just for you to have that understanding, Wednesday and Thursday. On the forecast track, the core of Melissa is expected to make landfall on Jamaica during the next several hours, move across southeastern Cuba Wednesday morning, and move across southeastern or central Bahamas later on Wednesday. All right, so guys, we are keeping you in our prayers. So Jamaica, this is significant. All right, it seems as if this thing has picked up a little bit of speed, which is good. I don't know if it is good, it means that it's getting closer to us. I honestly don't know. We just want it to go away. All right, so just so that you have that understanding. So, hurricane force winds extend outward up to 30 miles or 45 kilometers from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 195 miles or 315 kilometers. During the past few hours, Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston, Jamaica, reported a sustained wind of 43 miles per hour or 69 kilometers per hour and a gust of 59 miles per hour or 93 kilometers per hour. Also, during the past few hours, Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, Jamaica, reported sustained wind of 38 miles per hour or 61 kilometers per hour and a gust of 54 miles per hour or 87 kilometers per hour. The estimated minimum central pressure is 901. All right. And Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunter aircraft is en route to investigate Melissa. So that is the latest update there from the National Hurricane Center. So the next complete advisory, so the next complete report is going to be at 11 a.m. EDT, so 10 a.m. Jamaica time. All right, so I am going to see if we're getting any new updates from the officials, and I suspect that perhaps they're coming in a bit later. But perhaps what we will do in this context then is to wrap up this conversation and get back here. All right. So James, welcome. So in areas depending, we have heavy rains and winds. Some places rain and not so much of a heavy wind. All right, so it just depends based on the reports that we have received so far. All right, so just so that you know. All right, guys, so do you have any final updates to share? Let me know in the chat there. And we will continue to monitor these updates and share with you as best as we can. So we kindly ask that you stick and stay with us, all right, as we continue to monitor these updates and share. All right, so again, welcome one, welcome all. And we're just going to try and share with you. I don't know if this will work, but let's see. With you as best as we can. All right, so let us see what's the update here, if there is any. All right, so pretty much the update that we have just shared. That's the update that OddPem they're sharing. So we're just checking for some updates before we, let me just see here. what it's going to be. All right, so the Met service, nothing new. Again, we're doing good in the context of the information that we have. So far so good. So nothing new in that context. All right. Let me quickly take a look in the chat here. All right, so I'm not seeing any new comments. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. All right, we're going to wrap this one up for now. Take a break and we will try to be back. All right, and hopefully, all right, we can get some more updates for you given this context. All right, so we will continue to monitor the updates as they come in, and we will do our best to share this information with you once it is available. All right, so we really want to thank you for coming over. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, and we will be back with, more updates again as they become available. Please continue to keep safe. All right, this is definitely important. So we're going to, well, recharge and just refuel to be back here to share with you guys. All right. So, again, thank you so much. And we will be back. So, even if I don't have all these screens, we will try our best to be back to share with you in, meaningful ways. So, continue to keep safe and blessings and love, everyone. So, we will see you soon.